Listen to the terminology. It was simple. He said, your son whose kingdom will be forever. Anything that is forever is eternal. It has no flesh attached. So you can see it has nothing to do with the temple of Solomon that he's building. But God will make you a house. That's why Jesus says, my house will be called a house of prayer. And in Luke 18 verse 1, he said, we must pray and never stop. Because his house will be called the house of prayer. That's why I pray all the time. You say, you don't stop? I don't stop. Then, you are lying. How come you say you don't stop, but we saw you walking? Yes. That means your definition of prayer is unscriptural. Huh? No, we need to understand the terminology of God. For example, we say a stingy person is a person who doesn't want to give you anything. But the Bible said, no, a stingy person is the one who gives you and then is calculating the cost in his heart. When you are eating, I'm telling you the truth. That is why some of you cannot hear the voice of God, because it will be nonsensical to you if he speaks to you. So that's why you are under tutors and governors. Galatians chapter 4 from verse 1. Alright? Galatians chapter 4 from verse 1. He says, now I say that the heir, as long as he is a child, differeth nothing from a servant, though he is Lord of all, but is under tutors and governors until the time appointed of the Father. Then he reads on, he says, even so we, when we were children, were in bondage under the elements of the world. But when the fullness of the time was come, he says, God sent forth his son, made of a woman, made under the law, to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. And he says, and because you are sons, God has sent forth the Spirit of his Son into your hearts, crying, Abba, Father. I'm telling you, look. He says we're under the elements of the world. You see the child of God, he doesn't really want to lie down, but the fever says lie down. And then he's going there. Because you are not grown yet. You haven't experienced. Listen. You know what's my favorite scripture in the Bible? I'll read it. For disturbance sake. Alright? Hebrews chapter 5. I always call the book of Hebrews the book of maturity. Yes. And the greatest book in the Bible is the book of Song of Solomon, because it speaks about love. Alright? Yes. And love is the greatest. That's why you don't see preachers ministering on Song of Solomon, because he said, come away, my love, and then you have to preach. My goodness, my goodness. When God is speaking, God is spirit. God is spirit. That's why when some of us, let me not say that statement, Hebrews chapter 5, we were there, right? Yes. The Lord is building Jerusalem. The Lord is building Jerusalem. He's gathering together the outcasts of Israel, healing the broken hearts. He's binding up their wounds, gathering together the outcasts of Israel. The Lord is building Jerusalem. Hebrews chapter 5, and I'm reading verse 13 and verse 14. For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe. But strong meat belongeth to them that are of full age, even to those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil. He says the baby Christians are struggling to understand righteousness. He said solid food belongs to those who are mature. How did they become mature? They train their spiritual senses to discern what's good and evil. I'm not righteous because I didn't steal your pen. I'm righteous because He is my righteousness. He made me that way. The things of God work like this. You have to believe it to get it. If you don't believe it, you can't get it. Why would Jesus ask a woman, do you believe I can do this? How? I mean, you are God, you can do this. But the question, do you believe I can do this? That's why He said, you shall receive power. After that, the Holy Ghost is coming. He didn't say you will get power. Getting is this, Pastor Ebenezer. But receiving, God has made it available. You bring your hand to take it. You shall receive power. You receive from the Lord. You don't get power here. This is the kingdom of God. It's not your father's kingdom. I'm talking about your natural father. This is the kingdom of God. I don't recognize all these differences. The king saw a vision. King Nebuchadnezzar, he saw that vision, the statue with the head of the feet of clay, whatever. And then Daniel came to interpret. He said, no, this is what you saw. And this means this kingdom, this means that kingdom, this means your kingdom will be a bigger kingdom than all of them. But he said, in your vision, in your dream, you saw a rock that came from heaven. And it crushed all these kingdoms. And that rock kept growing and growing and filled the whole earth. I'm telling you, the kingdom of God is here. It's here to swallow. Your Zulu kingdom, your Soto kingdom, everything is swallowed. This is why our parents get angry. You mean about yes, all of them. When I was showing my mother the scriptures, some 2004 it was, we were talking about ancestors, and I was reading in Ecclesiastes chapter 9. It says, their hatred, their love and their hatred is gone with them. They have no more a part under the sun. And my mother looked at me and said, is that in the Bible? I said, yes, it's in the Bible. It's right there. And she's like, I wish I had known. There are many people who don't know. And they don't know that they don't know. What a tragedy. That's why, you see, with us, you'll never meet a more stubborn person on the world like me. I know no other. I'm very stubborn like that. If God speaks to me, brother, God spoke to me. You can't do anything. And others are the reason you don't get to maturity and you will never know fulfillment. You compromise along the way. I was with pastors in Thailand, and they said to me, oh, you need to see the beauty of Thailand, whatever. I said, okay. They said, we're going to go to the temple of Buddha tomorrow. I said, they told me about the structure, how beautiful it is. I said, okay. And they said, no, you just show your respect. I said, I don't respect Buddha. Therefore, I refused to go. The next morning, the transport was out there. I refused to go. I don't respect Buddha. That's why when that person asked me, what do you think of Allah? I said, I don't think of Allah. Hallelujah. Yes. Because I don't. And it doesn't matter how the compromise is. Because when I was in Brazil, the pastors in Brazil said we must go to the statue of Jesus. In Rio de Janeiro. They said we must go to the statue of Jesus. I said, no. I'm not going to any statue. Don't you understand? He's alive. I don't compromise. You don't get it because I'm in Brazil, you know, no one will know. Compromise, destroying the child of God. Destroy So His Spirit, when He's speaking to us, He's speaking from that level, the realm of the Spirit. Anything He says is spiritual. When God tells me something, I communicate with the saints. Several of them are here from our ministry. I communicate with them. The Lord spoke this, we're going to do this. I remember when God first spoke and said we must crusade in the communities of Johannesburg. And I'm not an evangelist. I was thinking, my goodness, what a test. What kind of God is this? You know I'm a reserved person. You say, Pastor Ebenezer, how he is. Ooh. If I was like that. And now here I am. In fact, it's even weird when somebody says amen when I'm preaching. I always, because hallelujah! Amen! Oh goodness, my goodness. And so he said, we need to crusade. That was 3-4 years ago. And I told the saints, I was hurt. I said, the Lord said we must crusade. Open air crusades. I said, what are we going to do? We're going to crusade. And we began at Bree Taxi Rank out there. You met us there the first time. Yes, I remember you came with, yes, you were there. And I'm there. I lost myself in the word. I was losing everything. But then it always boils down to the things we're good at. I'm good at healing. I'm good at working miracles. I'm very good at those things. I'm good at the prophetic. I can see what you are not telling me. I can see what you are hiding. I'm good at that. I've been at it since I was 13 years old. I'm good at that. So after we played and our nonsensical preaching, it came to this. I said, now there's a woman over there. You've got this. Come here. She's like, yes, but man of God, I've got that. I said, I know you've got this. And then from there it was history. I don't think there's a community in Johannesburg we haven't done an open air crusade in since that time. In fact, there was even that year we did it twice every month. We're doing for 2 years actually, 2 times a month we're doing it like this. And we went everywhere. And last week, when we were doing the one we did last week, the Lord spoke to me and said, now take it outside of the province. And we were talking about the costs and everything. I said, hey, remember John, there's a man called John Bunyan. He wrote a poem. He said, that poem goes like this. Run, John, run. The law commands, but it gives us neither feet nor hands. Far greater news the gospel bring, for it bids us fly and gives us wings. I know when God says go, there is provision in that word. You see that go? That go has that thing. That thing. What? You think we are not stylish? Pastor Ebenezer was saying it at the open air. Dressing in skinny jeans. We are very stylish. Yeah, people look at us like he's always on his knees like, oh, Father, I'm seeing visions. No. I dance with my wife. We will play Rod Stewart over there. Sometimes when we touch, what are you talking? You think I got married by osmosis? But God is a spirit. God is a spirit. David, you want to build me a house? I never asked for a house. I've always been dwelling in a tent. My presence has been kept in a tent within curtains. He says, but that was a good thing you want to do. I will make you a house. I will dwell inside you. And then his house is a house of prayer. A prayerless Christian is a powerless Christian. No power.
Yes. Yes.
And the saints I've been training over there, so will tell you, we always say, no power, no Jesus. The word is powerful.
Yes.
Did you see when Pastor Ebenezer was ministering at the open air? I was looking around. There was so much power. Look at now. When he gave me the mic, there's power in the place already. That's why I said you guys look so anointed. The word is powerful. Very powerful. So is there anything too hard for the Lord? Is cancer too hard for the Lord? HIV, AIDS, flu, headache. You see, doctors will put their glasses here and say, no one is really absolutely healthy. There's so much pollution in the world. Do you know what's inside me? Do you know what's flowing in me? No, for other Christians it might lie dormant, but we are not other Christians. We are not other Christians. Christ in us. There are different audiences the Bible is speaking to. You see, a scripture will say, let us put on Christ Jesus. When they say, put on Christ Jesus, I know the Bible is not talking to me. Because my verse is further. When he said, as many of us as have received the Holy Ghost, we have put on Christ. But he's telling you to put on, and he said, but as many of us as have received have already done that. I was in a church, they invited me, and they said, lift your hand if you want to put on Christ. I was the only one who didn't lift. And I'm stubborn like that. I said, I'm not going to let my faith be challenged like this. I have put him on. I have put him on. I have to believe that scripture. The Bible said, Abraham, he did not stagger in unbelief. He looked at his wife like, oh, she's 90 years old. There's no way we'll have a son. He looked at himself and said, I'm about 100 years old. There's no way I'll have a son. But he looked at the promise of God. The Bible said he didn't stagger in unbelief. He said, this one is able to perform. Yeah. We know what the facts are saying. Understood. Thank you, facts. But there's something called the truth. There's something called the truth. Yes. Why was Paul so powerful? Paul the apostle. Peter, James, John, them, they walked with Jesus everywhere. In fact, there's one of the disciples of Jesus, the apostles, he taught me a lot. I knew never to be like him. I knew back in the day, I'll never be like this guy. I'm not talking about Judas Iscariot. No, obviously, who wants to be like Judas? I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about Nathaniel. Remember when Jesus first met him? He is a true Israelite. There's nothing false in him. And he looks at Jesus like, how do you know me? Jesus said, no, before Philip called you, I saw you when you were sitting under the tree. That doesn't mean Philip found him under the tree. No. He was actually sitting under the tree somewhere else, and then left the tree, and then he met Philip somewhere else. So Jesus said, I saw you under the tree. He knows that Philip couldn't have told him. How do you know me? And Jesus says, no, I saw you. Jesus said, this man is a true Israelite, there is nothing false in him. But that's the end of Nathaniel. If you are so righteous and true, why are you not effective? I remember Isaiah 64. all our righteousnesses are like filthy rags before the Lord. That's why we must receive His righteousness and move with His. Yours won't work. Yours won't make you do right. In fact, when you do right, you will feel like God owes you. If He doesn't pay up, you are going to do 2 wrongs for them. That's how human nature is. That's human nature. So I knew I will never be like this guy. And then you look at Peter, James, John. They walked with Him everywhere. They've got a great story to tell. But then here comes Paul the Apostle. In fact, almost all the body of Christ since his time, we can all say we have been, in a great measure, been mentored by Paul the Apostle through his writings, inspired by the Holy Ghost. Paul never saw Jesus like, okay, walked with him like Peter and them. But when it's time to take communion, he said to them, no, I received this of the Lord. That on the night He was crucified, the Lord did this. He saw it in a vision. He said, the Lord showed me this. He did this, so let's do it this way. He walked with God that way. But what made Him so powerful? I'll show you just now what made Him like that. A spiritual man. Even when Peter is talking about the writings of Paul, he says they are difficult to understand. Have you read in 1 Peter? He says, Paul, our brother, his writings are difficult to understand. Not necessarily for himself, but they are difficult. Because this man has received these things from the Spirit of God and is answering almost every Old Testament question they have from a Jew's perspective. 1 Corinthians 14. Oh, God. My brethren, there's so much power in here. Verse 18, look at his secret. He said, I thank my God, I speak with tongues more than ye all. Verse 2, look. 1 Corinthians 14, I'm going to verse 2 now. For he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men, but unto God. For no man understandeth him, howbeit in the Spirit he speaketh mysteries. Alright? But he that prophesieth speaketh unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort. He that speaketh in an unknown tongue edifieth himself, but he that prophesieth edifieth the church. So there are things I can do for you, edifying you, the prophetic, whatnot. But there are things I can do for myself. The word edify, in fact, Bible scholars tell us that the translation of that word edify, the closest English word to that to translate that word edify is the word recharge. He that is speaking in an unknown tongue recharges himself. Other synonyms, it says repairs himself. So you say, I'm going to pray, but I don't have anything to say to God. That's the time to pray. That's the time to pray. Because prayer was not made primarily for you to ask and receive anything. No. It was made for a fellowship, for you to stay at that class. It's made for you to remain in God's class. When you feel like you're becoming human again, like your old life is coming back mentally. I am not ordinary. I am not normal. You say I'm like God, nonsensical like that. We are supposed to be like that, unpredictable to the world. They shouldn't know where we come from or where we are going. Like the wind. So is everyone who is born of the Spirit. That's what the Lord said. You don't know where they come from or where they're going. I love this. I love this. You are not normal. And I'm not saying you are crazy, but you are not normal. I am not normal. In fact, I refuse to be normal. What are you talking? If they were to say, I'm dying, if they were to say, Pastor Donald is dying, ICU, intensive care, I don't know what I would be dying of, but let's say I'm dying. I would know that I'm not dying. I will never succumb to death. With long life, he said he will satisfy me and show me his salvation. That's what the Bible says, Psalm 91. With long life, I will satisfy you and show you my salvation. With long life. That's why a certain woman in Malawi, I love that woman. She was dying of HIV. Dying. And the doctors told her, you need to set your things in order. This is the last. And she kept telling them, no, don't worry, I drank the blood. I'll be okay. I'm just working on a few things, but I drank the blood. And they kept dating. And then it came to a point where she can't even speak. When they tell her all these things, she will just do this. To let them know I drank the blood. And one day the doctor stepped in. And he shook and balanced them by the door. The woman was up, she was fed. This thing had shouted her, she was fed. He saw her last night. He said, no, impossible. You don't know God. I told you, you'll be the type to go to the statue of Jesus because you don't know God Almighty. No, the doctor saw her last night, she was finished. And now she's fed. And she's made up her bed and she's watching. He said, what happened? He spoke on the floor. What happened? She said, I told you I drank the blood. I told you. Listen, you have no excuse. You have no excuse. You receive the word. You spend time in God's presence, in his power, enveloped by his power. Like we are tonight. So when the guys were ministering here, worshiping and praising God, we were all under the covering of God. His glory encapsulated us. You have no excuse. Most Christians, what we need to do is not even to be prayed for. Walk out of your problem. Walk out. Just walk out. I'm not supposed to live like this. You walk out. That's what the scriptures say. There is an error upon the earth. He says slaves are riding on horses and kings are walking on foot. It is an error. And it must be deleted. Yes, and we're here for that. That's why when I was flying over there, my first flight, they were talking about flying economy. I said, don't insult me. I said, how much is it to fly business? And they quoted, I think there was one trip they quoted 49,000. I said, pay it, I'm not going economy. What are you talking? And I'm dressed in shorts and a vest and slippers. And when I get in business class, this guy or this white man asked me, said, excuse me, young man, what are you doing? What do you do for a living? I didn't know what to say. Come on, I'm not doing pastorship for a living. I didn't know what to say, so I said, I'm enjoying my inheritance. I'm enjoying mine. And when they come, the hostess is like, what do you like to hit me with your best dish? What are you talking? I'm like that. And you say, oh, these prosperity pastors. What, do you want a poverty one? Huh? How many of you are planning to have jobs out there because, and then you will commit to your job day in, day out, and you go there because you love your boss? So you do want money. You see that? So I'm like, no. how much is it? Some of us are more stubborn. There was a pastor back in 2003. She hated me a lot. Like, that boy is stubborn. When you tell him this, he's very stubborn. And then when she had some sick people in the church, she prayed for them for about 3 weeks, nothing happened. And she's like, hey, he's stubborn, but call him. We know he can do it. And then I came there. I was very arrogant. I wasn't as kind as I am now. You understand? I was very arrogant back then. Because I felt like I have something. I found out something that they haven't found out. You remember the story of Peter and John going to the temple and they meet the man at the beautiful gate? Look on us, silver and gold we don't have. What we have we give to you in the name of Jesus of Nazareth. Rise up and walk. Nothing happened. Until the Bible said Peter took him by the hand and pulled him to his feet. And he said immediately his feet and ankle bones received strength. But Peter made the prayer, in the name of Jesus be healed. Nothing. Sometimes you need to work the miracle. Have you ever, I know you felt like this, Pastor Ben. People don't want to be saved. You feel like, I wish there was a pill that could make people get saved. If you look the other way, I'll just drop it in your drink and you will come to Christ. Why are you registering for hell? Hey, stubborn. Well, if God doesn't save you, I'll save you for him. You feel like that because, come on here. This is the attitude God has built in some of us. In fact, Jesus said, when you pray, believe. The time to believe is while you are praying. Yeah. When you pray. Don't believe before or after. When you pray, you say, I'm going to ask God for this. Yes, and you prepare yourself. The sister was saying it, you till your ground. You prepare your heart. Say, before I start talking to the king, I need to make sure I'm in faith. Because he said, when you pray, believe. If you believe before or after, you will lose the miracle. When you pray. So you prepare yourself. James says you build yourself on your most holy faith. Speaking in the Holy Ghost. Praying in the Holy Ghost. And you prepare. Like, I haven't asked him yet, but I'm preparing my heart to see the king. To ask, to petition of the king. And when you feel you are ready on the inside, you say, Lord, I want you to give me this. Don't start battling him. You are Jehovah. You are this. You will lose the miracle because you are losing your preparation that you made. Your heart was ready. The moment of faith was there. Listen to, I said God is spirit. Listen to the scripture. He says, now faith is. Now faith is. It's a secret. You won't see. You will see and not see. It's written so that seeing they may see and still not see. Those other ones. But God and his children, he preserved them for us. Now faith is. Amen. So you prepare that moment of faith. There's always a moment where all of us, we experience it all the time. A moment where you can't doubt even if you are trying to. That's built for your advantage. It's your most holy faith stepping in. It is time. A wise man's heart discerns both time and judgment. It is time. And at that moment, that's when you ask, Lord, I want this. And be quick about it. Don't say, oh Lord, if you consider, if you are up there as someone, no, say, Lord, I want this. I want this. Yes. And you can even leave it at that. And go about your business. You will see wonders. You are great, child of God. Great things are spoken of you. Walk out of your troubles. Walk into glory. When they say it's Sunday, you come to church. You say, look, I was glad when they said unto me, let us go to the house of the Lord. You become glad about it. If you are not ready and you are just, wearied and whatever, when you get in by the door, you say, awareness for church is downstairs there. I can't go to church like this. I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart. Say, Lord, I thank you for life. I thank you for my pastor. Thank you for the saints here. Thank you for the singers. Thank you. And you walk in with thanksgiving because you are doing your part. And when the man of God is here and ministering, believe me, Pastor Ebenezer hears God's voice. I've known him for years. He hears God's voice. Even when we were talking yesterday, he taught me something. I was like, I'm grateful for this. I never saw it this way. I told him, I can't wait to go and speak to the Lord about this. I never saw it this way. I was so glad yesterday. When I got alone there, I sat down. I said, God, thank you. I understand now. And I feel like I've wasted 2 years because I was looking at it from another perspective. I said, I wish I had spoken to him 2 years ago about this. I would have been free back then on this. You do your part. The Bible said we shouldn't be like those other children of God. He said they forsake the gathering of He said to us, don't forsake the gathering of ourselves together as the manner of some is. Some children of God don't go to church. Says I'm powerful like this. Oh really? So Jesus, when he led captivity captive, he descended and then he ascended. He said he gave gifts to men. You think you are stupid giving you those gifts? Apostles, prophets, evangelists, pastors, and teachers. That's now I'll always think like God, spiritual. When somebody says he's a bishop, it means you are smaller than an apostle, a prophet, an evangelist, a pastor, or a teacher. I don't care how theology has made the bishop like the big guy. You are small. The Bible said, look, if you want to be a bishop, he told you must have one wife, be good in the community, and all. But to be a pastor, an evangelist, a prophet, an apostle, a teacher, you must be called by the Holy Ghost. He said, no man takes this honor upon himself. You can't just say, I'm a pastor. You need credentials. No, imagine if I said I'm a doctor. I'm sure Pastor Joshua would laugh at me. He's going to kill people. What did you start? To be a pastor, you must be called by the Holy Ghost. To be a bishop, we will tell you when we want a bishop. Because that's what the Bible says. So this is Archbishop so and so. Hello, little guy. Say, come on, I'm not that little. This is the stuff that gets us into trouble. You understand? But I'd rather be in trouble with the Lord because He said it first. To be a pastor, you must be called by the Holy Ghost. He said you must be called as was Aaron. Aaron was called by God into that office. You don't just walk in. So look at yourself. God is spirit. And He says you are spirit. That which is born of the spirit is spirit. And so the problem with us is that you are spirit, but you want to use the principles of the natural to live. When God told me to quit my job in 2011, and He tells you nothing afterward, what's going to happen? I said, no, I can't quit my job. I just got married last year. And I got married in 2010. I must quit my job the following year. I said, no. So I kept going to work. It got to a point I even told my boss, I can't anymore. And they were training me to take over. I was now the assistant. I said, I can't anymore. My heart is not here. And it came to a point where I would wake up, go to the office, log into my computer, and log off and go home. Because God knows how He raised me, stubborn like that. I was in boarding school most of my life, so. And I would go home, and my boss would call, come back. I said, I can't anymore. Sometimes I would wake up, get dressed, bath, get dressed, sit on the couch, undress. I'm not going. My wife said, what's wrong? Are you tired? I said, I'm not tired. I just don't want to anymore. I can't. And she said, come on, go to work. Look at the bills, whatever. She showed me the voice of reason. I hear you. And then I'll just call, I'll be late, I'm on my way. Come on, you'll know the tricks when you start working. Some of you, we have tricks. The other guy went to his boss and like, boss, I need leave. There's somewhere I need to be. My grandmother died. And the boss said, okay, I'm very sorry. Gave him those days of leave. And he explained, he said, no, I'm serious. My grandmother died in 1997. And there's somewhere I need to be. So there are tricks that are used there. And then when I quit my job, I told my wife I'm on leave for a whole week. I didn't want to tell her I quit because how do you tell your wife God said you must leave your job? And then we're nearing month end, how are we going to pay the rent? So she's like, so you are off this whole week? I said, yes, I'm on leave. And I forgot the week finished. I was 2 days into the other week. And she's like, you need to go back to work. I said, we need to talk. Actually, what happened was, I quit. And on top of it, the Lord spoke another word those days while I was at home. Tell your wife to quit too. I said, you need to quit. And she's like, what? I said, if you don't, I'm going with you to Absa. You are going to quit. We both need to quit. And being the daughter of Sarah, submissive and all, she quit. And the next day when we woke up, she looked at me like, now what? If the word had been in you, you'd count it all joy. I'm telling you, I was there. Relax, God is with us. And then it was time to pay rent. I said, how am I going to do this? And then I started accusing God of, threatening him of everything I could think of. Accusing him of negligence, all that you can come up with. I told him, what kind of a God? When I'm angry, I pray like that. I don't understand you. And a friend called and said, how are you? I said, I'm fine. He said, the Lord spoke to me. I know she's spiritual. I said, what did the Lord say? No, I must give you 5,000 rands. I said, give it to me. What are you doing? Are you trying to disobey God? And he sent the money and went to the bank and withdrew it all. I said, okay, now I'm this much short. And I gave my uncle that 20,000. He said, it's short. We need the whole amount. I said, you will get it. And I was at home in my room, on my bed. Another phone call. Phones. You see the modern technology. Another call, Pastor Ben. You will think, when I tell this story, people like, it can't be. Wait till my friend tells his story. She was sitting there like, where will I get this? She sat on the bin, Sour Street downtown, was crying like, oh. And she got a phone call. God said I must give you this lump sum. It was the whole amount and more. She's like, here is my number. And she's like, thank you for teaching me how to walk with God. I got a phone call. You see this phone call business. When you get a phone call, it's the insurance trying to scam you. Because you don't want to walk. We need to walk with God, my brother. Great things are spoken of you. Enough stories now. Great things are spoken of you. Walk out of your trouble. Forsake it completely. You are not a victim. The Lord was victimized for you. Can you imagine those people? The daring, the boldness to kill the Lord of glory. And it was all for you. Now that that's done over and done with, we are here. The devil knows we are here and we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of devil worshippers and all these people. They are too small. If somebody gets born again now, 2 seconds ago, they are above the devil. The devil is beneath them. So we are not even going to do any comparison there because it's unfair really to compare ourselves with the devil. He is too small. The only limit to us is that we are refusing to take God at His word. When we talk oneness, this is the message God had given me as my mandate. Oneness, the message of Christ. When we took oneness, we took it to a whole new level. If I tell you some of the things, you'll be amazed. We took it to a whole new level. Oneness, we take it so we are strict like that. I'm my brother's keeper. Brethren, great things are spoken of you. Don't be afraid. Your limitations are not real. You say, the course I'm doing is too hard. A natural man designed that course. And you've got the Spirit of God. Some natural man is passing that course with flying colors. Our church takes long, Well, let's continue. I'm going to respect the time here. Our church takes long. All right. And over the years, several pastors have come to warn me. Like, these are students, you need to be conscious of the time. There were times where we would pray after for our cell meetings. We would start at 7 o'clock, and sometimes it would end at 2, 3 a.m. And you say, no, and they're going to school in the morning, and I'm going to work in the morning. That was 2009, I'm going to work in the morning. In fact, after this cell meeting, when it's now 2:30 and people are going home, some other people want to talk to me, and then we go to McDonald's for an hour. And I'm going to work in the morning. And we'll sit there and attending to their issues, and we're having a meal, right? And I'm like, okay, I need to sleep for an hour and then go to work. And I would do that. And I said, these people are going to fail. Over 90% of the people in our ministry have at least 2 degrees. And you say, how? Well, I asked them to gather the stats for me some weeks ago. I said, gather the stats for me. I need to present them and show the people, God doesn't make you fail. What kind of God would you be serving? This is not Beelzebub. This is God Almighty. He won't make you fail. There was a lady, she was cheating, literal cheating. God would show her the exam paper and she would tell the whole class. She admits that, okay, the questions that are coming up, this one. And people will be getting 100%, even people who are not born again. She would tell them, the Lord showed me. The first time she did, no one believed her. The friend did, and they got 100%. And the whole class came to her like, hey, Chandeka, wait. We are writing next week. And she's like, wait, let me speak to God. And she'll be there praying. When we are praying at the sanctuary, we are praying about other things. She's focused on the exam paper. I will see it in Jesus' name. And she says, and she writes, and she tells the class. And everyone was getting 100. You say, no, it's not, it's a joke. Oh, I'll ask her to come tell you the story and maybe bring about those people to testify. You say, if God can do that, I've come to church all my life. You are lying. Because you would have come to church all your life first, and God might do that. He didn't promise you the exam paper, did he? All things are yours. All things are yours. Whether the revelation was given to Pastor Ebenezer or Pastor Donald, all things are yours. It was for your own good. Why am I dressed in a white suit like I was introduced by Pastor Ebenezer? Because all things are yours. Yes. Yeah, somebody is here like, okay, well, I didn't come to see some poor man of God trying to speak English to us. Yes. That's why I'm here. I didn't come with any spirit of poverty here. Some people just fell in love when they see your suit like, oh, that's a man of God. They don't see the anointing, they saw the dress code, oh, wow. And I thank you for your undivided attention. But all things are yours. God is a spirit, you are a spirit, and all things are yours. You are God's heir. And that's why I'm speaking like this. Because God wants you to shift your attitude. When you walk, when you wake up in the morning, you say, devil, watch this. There's a certain walk I do. When they call me, they ask me to heal the sick. I don't walk like a normal walk. I call it my anointed walk. It brings about consciousness in me when I do that walk. I know when I do that walk, everyone will be healed. Sometimes I forget to do it. I'm anointed. Come on. 30%, 70% healing, and the others is still happening. But when I do my walk, the Americans call me to come and minister in Miami, Florida. I'm still working on this visa thing or whatever. When I get there, they want me to come heal the sick. I've already envisioned it in my mind. My walk. And the scripture that keeps playing is that when they put the sick on the streets, that at least the shadow of Peter might touch some of them. You don't know. Imagine men of God. Pastor Donald. I don't know what suit I'll be dressed in, probably brown. There's that brown suit of mine, I've kept it for another day. I look at it, I wonder you. Hey. You know, when I minister wearing this one, when I get there, and this is America, remember? America, Jack. This is America. I said, I'm going to put on this one. You see, the day I'm going to give away some of these clothes to some people, healings will happen till these clothes are finished. Yeah, because I've done so many healings under the anointing wearing these things. So when I give them to those people, charity, whatever, they'll say somebody is powerful until he loses their clothes. Like, hey, I used to be powerful when I was a little. My brethren, great things are spoken